The Buddha said the proximate cause for samadhi arising is happiness. One surefire way to shoot down happiness, this comes from my teacher Rob, is to put all of the attention on the focus aspect of samadhi. There is the element of focus in this practice. If all we're doing is focusing, thinking about focusing, we will kill the happiness. We will kill the joy. And I can say this from experience. That retreat, when all the instruction I had was here, 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 here. Oh, it was joyless, dry, horrible, awful. I don't wish that for you ever. Not to say that that practice can't work for you, but putting the awareness just on the focus aspect, I don't wish that for you. So as important as the focus aspect is a sense of open-heartedness, a sense of opening. Ajahn Sucitto, he said, here's a magic question to sit into. You're all asking the wrong question, or I don't think he said you're all asking the wrong question. He said, here's the wrong question. The wrong question is, how do I get samadhi? How do I get to samadhi? How do I get samadhi? It's like, you don't need to ask that question. Here's the magical question. How do I practice in a way that will allow samadhi to arise? So this is the approach to, yes, of course, we're going to be focusing. This now, when we practice, we'll be using the breath, we'll be using the body. That will be what we return to. That will be what we're exploring. And equally, as a part of our practice, will be opening, creating a sense of opening, inviting in an opening, inviting in relaxing, consciously, intentionally relaxing, opening, experimenting, playing, even using the imagination as a part of our experiment. So in the first foundation of mindfulness, the Buddha invites us to become aware of the body within the body. Have you heard this? What does that mean? And I love this because who knows? We can interpret it in so many ways what that means, the body within the body. And this is where we're going this is where we're headed with this, the body within the body. So just for right now, you can bring your awareness to this body. Classically, we're trained to become aware of the elements, like the heaviness of the bones and the flesh. The pulse, the water-like movement of the pulse, the heartbeat. We can feel the air element on the skin. Can feel the breath as air. We can feel the temperature, warmth, coolness. So I'm going to invite you to see what it would be like to feel into the body within that body. So this we might call the energetic body, a subtle body. Can you, without forcing or trying to really know what I'm talking about, can you sense into aliveness? This energetic or energy body is more subtle than the physical sensations themselves, the weight, the bones, the pulse. It's sort of within that. Perceiving the body as energy. As you're doing that, can you see what it's like to really allow the focus to be in the arena of the whole body? It doesn't necessarily have to have a firm boundary. Your awareness can be a little bigger than the body. Sensing into what we might perceive as an energy body, body of aliveness. I'm just curious, can you get a sense of that? We're not quite headed into the meditation, although it looks like you're ready. Can you get a sense of that, any of you? Can you sense that? Are there questions about this at all? What does this mean, the energy body? Can you feel it, this energetic body? You have to try to figure it out, but it's a sort of a different way, maybe that you've perceived the body, but also maybe it's not different to you at all. Maybe you're already quite aware of this. And so one other element to just share that we'll be perceiving, and we can play with this right now, is we're used to becoming aware of the physical sensations of the breath. So you can notice that right now. The breath feels cool when it comes in, usually. You can feel it in the nostrils. You can feel it in the belly, the ribs. And could we shift to conceive or perceive of the breath now as energy? Again, we'll play with this more in the meditation, but this is just a little where we're going. And so during this practice, as we experiment, we'll be curious about how the way we're becoming aware of the breath, how it ripples through the energy or affects this energy body. If there are hindrances that arise, like irritation to sound or wanting or any of that, it can be just invited in. And it will be as if we're sending the breath right to it, surrounding it, breathing with it, inviting it in. And same with tightness or contraction in the body. We'll like breathe with it. We'll send the breath to the contraction like a massage. So everything will be invited in. And so as we start, we'll take some time with this posture. And this will just be a subtle little experiment and exploration. Can you make any little micro adjustments to your posture right now that your posture can reflect openness, relaxation? Can your posture right now reflect softness, metta? Can your posture reflect a sense of worthiness, loveliness? And we'll take some time now to use the breath sort of as a experimenting, using it like a massage or like pouring warm water over different parts of our body to relax the body. And so first we'll just start connecting with this breathing body. And the first element to play with or experiment with here is seeing if you can elongate the breath. This is not a deep breath. This is not moving more air. This is a quite subtle, just letting the breath become a little longer, a little softer. Elongating the breath, but it's not work. Shouldn't take effort and it shouldn't feel uncomfortable. So just seeing, can I, in a subtle way, elongate, smooth out the breath, inviting in calm. And in particular now, focusing on a long exhale, honing in on the relaxing quality of the exhale. The long exhale can be washed over sounds when they arise, thoughts. And now becoming aware of the eyebrows, the area of the forehead, the temples, and allowing this long breath to allow this area to be massaged, to relax. Breathing slow and long to the eyebrows, eyes, temples, top of the head. Breathing long down the jaw, whole face. Letting the longer, slower exhale wash over the shoulders, down the arms, hands. Letting the longer, slower exhale, like warm water, just pour down the whole length of the back, both sides of the back. Pouring the breath over the heart. Keeping the breath long in this subtle way, but only if it feels good. Becoming sensitive to what would feel good. Breathing into the lower belly, or these little muscles tend to grip in the lower belly. And letting the breath wash over the belly. Sensing the pelvis and the hips, relaxing, letting warm water wash over the hips, pelvis. Letting the breath wash over the legs, feet. And now the invitation to widen the awareness into the whole body again, feeling the whole body. Sensing again into this energetic body, body of aliveness. Sensing into the texture of this energetic body, the tone, vibration. And as we practice, as the sounds come and go, as the thoughts come and go, of course, our awareness will shrink from the whole body. And that's okay. So many times it will. And then we remember that we're meditating and we spread the awareness back into the arena of the whole body. Sensing, opening to the texture in this energetic body. And so now inviting you to become aware or begin perceiving that the whole body is breathing. Or the whole body is being breathed. And here's where we can invite in imagination. Maybe you could imagine that the very skin itself is breathing the air, and every inch of the body, every inch of skin is where the air is coming in and going out. And then becoming sensitive to the effect of that way of perceiving the breath, the whole body, the whole skin breathing. Can you feel, perceive the breath as energy? So even feeling the breath in the limbs, the arms, the legs, the feet, the hands, the face. A particular sound comes in, it can be invited in. You can even explore, how does that sound feel in the energy body? That sound, how does it affect the energy in the body? Breathing with it, inviting it in. Now we'll experiment with paying attention or becoming aware, curious, this two energetic movements of the breath and noticing how we might experience them in the body. Like the inhale, it's got this expansive quality. This energy comes in. The body moves, makes space. And the exhale, the whole body relaxes on the exhale. And so maybe there's a way you feel this expansion and relaxation physically. And maybe there's a way that you see this movement of energy in the body. All welcome. Just becoming aware of these two energetic movements, the energy of the inhale, the expansion, the inhale, and the relaxing and softening of the exhale. And letting the awareness be in the whole body. And still playing, experimenting when you remember with that long breath, but only if it feels good. So can you sense in the energy body, in this energetic body, the energy of the inhale? And the energy of the exhale. Inhale, expansive energy moving out. Can you see that, or does it move up for you? How do you experience it with the inner eye, with the energy body? How do you see or connect with the energy of the exhale? Maybe you see the movement of breath energy moving down or melting. And now we can experiment with a different kind of perception, perhaps imagining that the breath is being breathed right up from the base of the hips, the place of contact with the seat. Breath breathing up the midline of the body, the center line, up, maybe even out the head. The inhale. Exhale back down this midline of the body. Maybe there's a way that movement, maybe you feel it in some way physically in the energetic body, but maybe you visualize it or imagine it. It can be both. And continuing to experiment with this longer, smoother, slower breath if it feels good. Breathing up the center line of the body and down. And of course, the awareness will shrink, the mind will get lost in thought. There will be the moment when awareness returns. And can that moment be long, slow, smooth return, gentle, soft, taking your time to return, taking the time to reorient to the whole body, to connect in a soft and loving way with the breath again. Just watching the breath and the breath energy move up and down the center line of the body. Thoughts are not a problem. Sensations, anything that's arising, can be surrounded with your warm and loving breath. You can experiment with surrounding pain or discomfort or contraction in the body with your breath, with just this warm, loving breath. And there's two ways we can be approaching the breath. Sometimes we want to hone in on the focus a little bit and sort of get in there. Look, what am I feeling? What's happening? Where am I noticing things? What does it feel like? This is a leaning in energy. Sometimes this can bring energy and be helpful. Sometimes what we need is leaning back and receiving, being receptive, just sort of like leaning back and receiving the breath. So this is something we can experiment with at any time. What mode of paying attention? Leaning in, getting close in, or leaning back? It can be changing all the time. What's needed? And the last thing we'll experiment with in this time of practice is scanning this body, looking around into the energetic body, just becoming curious. Is there anywhere that feels comfortable? Okay. Maybe even pleasant, but just comfortable, okay. Could be an area as small as a finger or a hand. A larger area. Is there anywhere in this energetic body that feels okay or comfortable, even pleasant? And breathing here, if you can find it, this place, letting this be your place where you rest. And can you in some way imagine breathing in and out of this place of comfort or okayness? You can experiment or play with imagining that the breath might spread this ease or comfort or okayness, any amount. still having a sense of the whole body. And just have a last moment here, just to become aware again of the energy. Just of the energy body.